Hi, I'm Innis with Gibson, Sotheby's International Realty, and I'm breaking down exactly what happened in 5 Boston neighborhoods between the month of March and April. And we're talking real numbers, real trends, real takeaways for every buyer and seller here. So here we go. Seller, Jamaica Plain Condos are working for you. So let's start with Jamaica Plain Condos. And honestly, if you own one, the data is going to make you smile. In the month of March, 16 condos closed. In April, that number jumped to 23 and significantly increased in activity. And here's the number that really tells the story. 9 condos went above asking price in April. 9 in one single month. The median sales price climbed from the month of March. And in April, that was a $38,000 increase in just 30 days. Now, if you're worth noting that 11 units did sell below asking in April. So pricing strategy still matters, but overall pricing is clear. Jamaica Plain condo market is active, competitive, and moving in a seller's favor. If you're thinking about listing your Jamaica Plain condo, the data says the timing is right. As I said earlier in this video, if you own a condo in Jamaica Plain, you have reason to celebrate if you are a seller. However, if you are a seller that owns a Jamaica Plain single family home, it is a totally different story. But buyers, you have reason to maybe celebrate a little bit or smile. Now, here's where things really get interesting. Because of the flip to Jamaica Plain single family home, you're looking at completely different marketplace. March had 3 single family sales with the median sales price at $878,000, and April just 1 sale and the median sales price dropped to $730K. That's a $148 difference. The decline in median sales price in single family for the month. Days on market in the month of March, 87 days, nearly 3 months. April improved at 33 days on market. That's 1 sale. 0 homes sold above asking in the month of March. 1 did in April, but that's still very low bar. Bottom line, Jamaica Plain single families is seeing low volume, declining prices, and buyer leverage. That hasn't existed in this neighborhood in a while. If Jamaica Plain single family is on your wish list, now might be the perfect window for. Now, maybe you're a buyer that's not ready to make the jump to a single family and you're still only looking for that perfect condo and you want to be in the city. Midtown might be the perfect place. Midtown luxury is negotiable right now. Moving over to Midtown, there is a neighborhood that tells the most compelling buyer story of all the 5 markets we're covering today. In March, 8 condos closed, but they sat on market for an average of 162 days. That's over 5 months. Let's let that sink in. When the property is sitting that long, sellers are motivated and buyers have leverage. April improved significantly, 4 sales with the average just about 54 days on market, and the median sales price jumped from a little over 2.3 million to 1.7 in the month of March. But there's a critical detail. In March, 7 out of the 8 condos sold below asking price. In April, 2 sold above asking and 2 below. What does that tell us? The Midtown is luxury market there that is actively recalculating, which means the right property priced correctly is moving, but buyers still have negotiating. If a luxury Midtown condo has you on your radar, the data suggests now is the time to have that conversation and put in an offer that might be a little less than what the seller is asking. So if you're a buyer and you can't afford the Midtown area, but you want somewhere that has charm and detail, North End might be the perfect spot. Buyers, the North End is opening up. The North End had a fascinating 2 months. March was extremely quiet. Just 1 condo closed at less than $1 million at 103 days on market. But in April told a very different story. 6 condos closed, days on market dropped to 52 days on market, actively picking up meaningfully. Here's the consistent thread throughout both months. 0 condos sold above asking in the month of March or April. No median price the median price actually declined in the month of March and continued to adjust in April. And the drop was about $120,000 between the 2 sales price. All 6 sales closed below asking price, every single one. For buyers, the North End right now is a neighborhood where you have genuine negotiating power in one of Boston's most iconic, desirable communities. That combination doesn't come along very often. Pay attention to this one. Final marketplace I'm going to talk about, and I would put this on your watch closely list, is the Seaport District. This market, I want everyone to watch closely right now because it's sending some mixed signals that are worth understanding. Actually, nearly tripled in sales, 4 sales in March, 9 in April, and that significant surge in volume tells us buyers' interest in the Seaport is growing. And the median sales price, it also surged as well in both the month of March and continued to surge in the month of April. And the increase was a little over 1.1 million when you looked at the 2 prices. That's a dramatic move that reflects the premium inventory transacting in this market. As this is important, nothing sold above asking price in either March or April, 0. And days on market actually increased from 60 to 90 days in April, meaning properties are taking longer to sell even as price rises. What this tells me is that the Seaport is a market where premium properties are transacting at a premium price. But buyers are not panicking. They're being selected. They're taking their time, in many cases successfully negotiating below the list price. For buyers, you might want to put Seaport on your radar. If you have more room than the price tag, you might want to suggest a lower price and see if there's room for negotiating. So here's the bottom line. I'm going to give it to you real. Jamaica Plain Condos sellers market. Act now if you're listing. Jamaica Plain Single Family, buyer's window, rare leverage available. Midtown luxury buyer, opportunity to negotiate. North End, zero above asking, buyers have real power here. Seaport District, watch closely, rising prices, but there is room for negotiating. Every neighborhood tells a different story, and knowing which story applies to your situation is everything in today's market. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. And again, my name is Innis. I'm with Gibson, Sotheby's International Realty out of the Back Bay office. And I truly believe this kind of data-driven insight can bring every client I work with, whether you're buying or selling, and figure out what the best course of action is for you. If you have questions about any of these neighborhoods, or you want to know what your home might be priced at, or maybe you're wondering about a different marketplace that you're not sure if you can afford it, or it's maybe in your budget, please reach out to me and we can set up a time and figure out a custom plan that's met for your needs. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media channels. And again, if you have questions about the Boston real estate market, please reach out. And I'll see you next week for another market report. Next week, I will be covering South Boston, South End, Fenway, and the waterfront area. All right, thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Take care.